This is Elliott Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thank you for joining us here yet again on the Comic Culture Warrior YouTube channel. Of course, we are joined by Avi, Jose's buddy. You're an artist too, right? You draw.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I draw the hell out of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you like to give out your DeviantArt page so people can look at it?
I don't even know if I have that memorized. Well, I think
Tell you what,
we'll put a link.
We'll put a link from it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can look at his art.
Yeah, if you guys look up here, up in the corner, there's a link right there for, his art, his DeviantArt page.
Yeah.
Do you have to be a deviant to be on DeviantArt?
No, but luckily I am a deviant, sexually speaking. Yes.
Because that's what we needed to know.
I'm just saying.
We all
all leather straps from the neck down. Sorry, Mom.
Speaking of deviance and deviancy, I got a surprise phone call from Mr. Melendez here last Saturday asking if I would be interested to see the Sam Raimi pick Drag Me to Hell with he and Avi, and having nothing really better to do, and the script I'm writing right now is kind of kicking my ass, so I thought I'll take a break. I went to go see Drag Me to Hell with these two gentlemen, and I gotta say, enjoyable film. If I can't get an Evil Dead 4, Drag Me to Hell was...
This is like Evil Dead 3.5.
3.5, kind of a Evil Dead light. There were so many notes from Evil Dead that I saw in this movie. And I loved seeing, of course, Sam Raimi's car, which was Ash's car in all the Evil Dead films. Uncle Ben's car in the Spider-Man movies. And, of course, showed up in...
was it Darkman's car?
Yes, I think it was. It was also Darkman's car. It was in A Simple Plan.
Yeah.
It has shown up in all of Sam
It wasn't Quick and the
Raimi's
Dead, though, because that was... They couldn't put it in the Western.
They cut it out. With the Bruce Campbell scene, it made the cutting room floor. But it was kind of fun. It was a fun film. It just made me wish we could get another Evil Dead film.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead movies. I love The Army of Darkness, but I don't know if I want to see another one because it would be without Bruce Campbell, am I right? Or would they just have...
there's two things. They're talking about doing Evil Dead 4, but they're also going through with the remake of their first one.
Reboot, right.
A reboot.
A reboot, like they're doing.
Yeah.
Although, after seeing Justin Long in Drag Me to Hell, I think he would be a decent Ash if they did a reboot. Unless you can think of somebody else
Nicholas Brendan.
I think
that actually would work.
I think he's working at the car wash. I don't think he's
Yeah.
time off. His manager's a real douchebag. So he's like, no.
And he has a twin brother, so there's your evil Ash right there.
Does he really have a twin brother?
Yeah, he was on Buffy in episode.
That is brilliant casting.
I know.
I would totally go for Nicholas Brendan as Ash in a Buffy. We'll talk about Buffy in a second, but in an Evil Dead reboot.
Why don't we talk about the movie that we saw though?
Yeah, let's talk about the movie. But again,
I did see all those movies, by the way. I mean, the movie we saw this weekend. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think? Alison Lohman.
Not a huge fan of Alison Lohman. I think her acting is fine, but she's got there's a weird eyes too close together. Like who am I to say? But she's got a weird face. I mean, to be 20 feet tall on a movie screen, you get weird face, Alison Lohman. Get that fixed. You have money now, right? No, I'm kidding. But I thought she was good. She played a nice for a central character. She wasn't too shabby.
The thing is, she's got to be able to bring the crazy. Those moments when she's getting kind of manic?
She kind of worked it, though.
A little bit.
I mean, it was understated, but I think that makes it work.
Right.
I mean, let's put it this way. Alison Lohman was not the problem with that movie. Not that movie had a lot of problems, but, I mean, she wasn't necessarily an issue that I would have a problem with. Justin Long, I think, is hilarious, obviously. I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think we all talked about the fact that there's a little too much of the old CGI in there.
That was the worst.
Yeah,
that
the
CGI was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, some of it was terrible. Some of it was okay.
Some of it was okay, but we thought that the worst CGI maybe ever, like you said, was that scene where the anvil
falls on the old lady.
And that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like, it could have been a practical effect.
Exactly. And that was the whole thing. If Sam Raimi's going to do a horror movie, I just want to see him do an old school horror movie. I don't want to see CGI. Now, after seeing this, and if they do a remake of Evil Dead, I don't want CGI in it, period, because it's not going to work.
Yeah, that was one of the criticisms people had of the new Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
the
well,
Indiana
that kind of
Jones
ruined it
films-
for me too.
Right.
I like the Indiana Jones movie.
No, I liked it too, don't get me wrong, but a lot of folks took issue in that there was so much CGI in the last Indiana Jones movie when all the previous ones used more, practical effects.
Yeah, but that was before CGI was made.
But on top of that,
But
these
if
days...
you're going to do a fourth movie, just keep it in tone with the other three.
Well,
though.
I understand that, but at the same time, like the Indiana Jones movie didn't like suddenly make his hat, wasn't like all CGI constantly.
Right.
Whereas this movie,
His hat was CGI in that movie.
Was it?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Man, because they don't make hats anymore.
No,
right?
they don't.
No.
The future.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but in this situation, like the vomiting thing with the anvil, first of all, it could have been cut altogether. With
Exactly,
the eyes
but
coming
the
out.
head should have exploded, like you said, a practical effect,
Right,
and just
right.
had like goop be all
Yeah,
over
but then
it.
you got to get those eyes to fly out.
But they
that
did.
way.
That was the joke from Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Why? There's so much stuff just ripped out of Evil Dead, which is fine.
Well, it didn't look good as a problem.
Well, it
wasn't
looked better
like-
in Evil Dead 2.
Right,
I mean,
It
you
did-
can see the string and everything. in
It
Evil
was
Dead 2
very
looked better.
Frighteners-esque.
Yeah.
Which I like Frighteners, but that was like the first attempt to try to make a CGI splatter movie, and it did not work very well.
No. So yeah, if they would have just kept it stuck to the practical effects. I will say though that the shadow of the creature was the creepiest part of the movie.
Pretty
That was
creepy.
awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it was very little Pan's Labyrinth-esque, maybe.
Kind
to
of.
some extent. I mean,
To some extent, but I mean, you only see the monster's face once in
Right.
like a
the
second.
only good jump in the whole movie.
Exactly.
Right? I think we all said that, right?
Yeah, but it was kind of
Yeah,
more of a
never-
comedy though.
No, the
well-
movie is more of a comedy.
Yeah, no, that's
it's
fine. I
true.
mean, I don't think it should be a terror movie. a
Right, but
horror
it is
movie.
good that you have a jump because even Evil Dead 2 was mostly comedy when they redid it, but there was a lot. There was a couple of jumps in that movie.
And interesting too, I looked up on Box Office Mojo that 52% of the audience that went to see Drag Me to Hell were female. Female. The majority of the viewers who went to see Drag Me to Hell were females. I found that to be really interesting.
Is that because the main character is female?
I don't know, and I think it was also a horror comedy,
Mhm.
which
And it had Justin Long, so there was kind of a romance
Right.
in there.
Wait, what?
Well, they were dating.
Oh,
well, I'm just
I mean, I thought you were like he's like a heartthrob now, Justin Long.
no. But there was a romantic angle to the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
I love how Justin Long uses an iPhone. That was a clever little bit.
What?
His iPhone is ringing. That one scene where she's calling him.
because he's Mr. Mac.
He's Mr.
Oh,
Mac. I'm a Mac. I'm
yeah.
a PC.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Or the fact
Did
that
you not even notice
the iPhone is an incredibly popular piece of technology that's used in almost everyone's daily life.
he's-
I'm just saying, I think you guys.
Did you guys notice the Kozik artwork in her
Did
house?
you see?
No, did you? That was the actual.
Did you guys
Kozik
notice all
artwork in her house.
all the Christ poses? I'm just saying, all the Christ poses.
Really? Really?
That's like a total asshole theater thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But you know,
I don't know, I'm in film class.
By the way,
Christ
we were
Christ
joking
pose.
about the hat being CGI in case later
Probably
on you guys.
not though. It probably was CGI at first because it was the part where it's floating
Dude,
around.
you know how many times I've been getting on our boards. Do your research before you rant. God,
Yeah,
if I
oh,
get-
man,
the
this-
whole
this-
point of
If
a
some,
rant,
if
people.
some, I swear
Well,
to
I
Jeebus,
know.
if
You
somebody
don't
else tells me to
research
do
before
some
you
fucking
rant.
research, I swear.
Yeah, no, ranting is there's no research involved. Like,
Did you know that the Puerto Ricans had slaves? Black
Yeah.
slaves?
You're totally getting off topic.
I know,
You
I'm
can
just
save
saying
that
it's
for, like,
gonna
last
look
night.
right.
were there
We'll
Puerto
save it
Rican
for last
slaves in Drag Me to Hell?
There still are.
Yeah, I know, right? Well,
Yeah.
is that where this is
The
coming
lady
from?
in the beginning was a Puerto Rican slave.
Oh yes, that's
All
true.
right.
That's true.
Yeah, she's
All right.
Mexican.
No, I.
Not everyone's Puerto Rican.
She was
just
doing
'cause you're Puerto
Santeria,
Rican.
man. That was Santeria. I'm telling you. in the
That's
very
true.
beginning.
That's true.
In any case, is
Yeah,
that a
true.
thumbs up from everybody for that
Oh,
movie?
definitely thumbs up. Again, I don't want to make it seem like we're ripping the movie.
Right.
The
Yeah, it was a
the
good
movie
movie.
was actually pretty good.
But not,
I had fun.
no,
I had fun.
what
You
was
know
the
what I
line
noticed?
from,
Now that you're here, it just
yeah.
seems that we're ripping on everything. Even though we like it,
Even though we
it
like
just
it, it
turns into
comes
like
across as
half
a-
of it just ripping it.
Well, I mean, but like again, nothing's perfect. I mean, so
No,
you
I
can't-
totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Too much Evil Dead shit in the movie. That's just
It felt
way
like
too
Evil
much.
Dead 3.5.
Which is fine
It was
because
Evil
if you're
Dead
going to go see a
3.5.
Sam Raimi movie, that's what you want.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. When you say too much Evil Dead stuff, you mean too much of it's referencing Evil Dead?
Yeah, way too much.
I
Well,
don't agree with that because I mean, it's not like a Jeff Johns comic. Yeah. And like everything's like this is Crisis on Infinite Earths, warmed over 10 years later.
but
I
all
didn't
the jokes,
feel that
all
way.
the stuff is all
like hey, no one's seen Evil Dead for like 12 years or 15 years or whatever, 20 years. I can use these jokes again. I didn't feel that way. I just felt like it was more like an extension of this is the stuff that Sam Raimi, when he's left to his own druthers, this is what he would do when he's not.
No,
like,
you
tied
may
into
no.
something.
That's a good point, but at the same time,
It was
coming up with. I was expecting.
He's
something...
relying too much on the gags. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Just come up with some. I mean,
come on.
The whole handkerchief thing was
was-
Ash's hand,
or the Necronomicon.
or the Necronomicon,
Yeah.
and then the whole. The eye thing, Evil
Yeah,
Dead 2, like
Evil
we
Dead
just
2.
said.
Mhm.
The whole guy floating over
Yeah,
the table.
Also,
is
Evil
just,
Dead.
The whole plot was the plot of
Yeah.
of Thinner.
Basic, kind
You
of.
know,
Kind of.
blood pie, people, blood pie.
And yet we enjoyed the film.
It was a
That
good
was
movie.
a fun movie. I mean,
But like we walked in there thinking, what was the line
Yeah.
from Ain't It Cool? Like the most what was
most
it?
satisfying.
The most satisfying
satisfying?
movie
No.
experience.
No.
Ever.
Yeah,
No satisfying horror movie experience
Yeah.
ever.
No,
And it was
not even
It's not
that.
even
It's
a
not even a
horror
horror
movie,
movie.
though.
It's not even a horror movie.
but
That's
I
what the
wouldn't
line
call-
was. The line was.
But there
that.
was-
Really?
I
Okay.
think it was
I thought
like
it was movie ever. Like
No, but I tell you that
moving picture show
the
experience.
the
ever.
scene that worked really, really well was the scene when the first time the gypsy's waiting for in the parking lot in the car, and that whole exchange.
Yeah, that was very
that,
good.
that was all
Yeah,
really
yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Actually, the first half of the movie was like actually kind of
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
and then it just kind
And
of
then it kind of goes off
meandering.
the rails. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And I like the ending though. The ending was awesome.
Oh, the ending was awesome. That was a cool visual at the end.
Is that what
the very-
trains?
Spoiler. Spoiler.
Yeah, the very
Stop
end
here
when
if
she
you haven't
actually
seen it.
dies. I mean, we kind of already knew that.
You know
she
she's
had
The
gonna- you know
movie's
that-
called Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah, you
so
know the chick's
Right.
gonna get dragged
people
to
should have
hell.
guessed it.
But when she gets dragged to hell,
When she gets drugged.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they set it up perfectly for the sequel
Oh yeah, no, it's perfectly
with
set up
Justin
for the
Long.
sequel.
But yeah, I don't know. The ending was.
And by the
was
way,
really good.
I want this on film. The sequel to that movie is going to be Drag Me Back from Hell.
Yeah.
If it's not, email me, and I'll apologize.
You'll
But
apologize.
it will be Drag Me
Personally,
Back
to
from Hell.
all 4 people who remember this segment,
Yeah.
when
Well,
Drag Me Back from Hell.
Now that I'm on the show, this thing's going to go through the roof, boys.
Really?
Through the roof.
And we're gonna have to start paying him to be on here, and that's not gonna
I'm
happen.
not getting paid
Fuck
now.
me.
No.
That's not cool.
Sorry,
I'm out.
Bendis.
Bendis. Am I getting paid in Bendis books?
Bendis Bucks. All right, folks, that ends this again. Yet another bizarre review of a movie that we actually like, but it sounds like we didn't like it. So, all right, when we come back, this time for sure, last rants. Hope to see you then.